on TMZ.
So Dan Bilzerian, who is a congressional candidate, we had him on TMZ Live yesterday, and he was defending calling his opponent a fat Jew. But the way I responded to him, thousands of people are coming after me. You're anti-Semitic, Dan.
I'm not. I have Jewish friends.
So if you've got a black friend that you don't like, do you use the N-word on him?
Is Jew the same as because one is a slur?
People aren't upset with him for using the word. They're upset with you for making the comparison between the N-word and fat Jew.
Welcome to America, folks.
Diddy could end up a free man very, very soon.
The defense is saying they've done a review of these cases, and the average sentence is 15 months. And Diddy has served 19 months.
Would he get like jail credit?
There's no credit.
Devin, you think he gets one free man act because he served 4 extra months?
If he commits another crime, they knock out 4 months immediately.
Exactly.
Taylor Swift was spotted in New York City wearing this white skirt, and her longtime friend Ashley was wearing white too. So this is full confirmation. They're wedding shopping. I don't care what anybody says.
This is gonna blow away the Bezos wedding.
Bezos, it seemed like they invited a bunch of people they're not even friends with.
Right.
Why was Orlando Bloom there? No.
Because Katy Perry.
And why was Katy Perry?
Cardi B had a special guest at her tour in Washington, D.C., Stefon Diggs.
The video was highly inappropriate.
Why?
Stefon Diggs and his mom, she's backing up on her son.
No.
She backs up on her son.
That's not him! No, he's in the jacket.
That's his brother, though.
All right, well, that's different.
He just has broken promise after promise, and that to me is really the crux of the issue.
That's former self-proclaimed king of Instagram and current congressional hopeful Dan Bilzerian on TMZ Live, discussing his displeasure with Trump's handling of the Iran war in an interview that wound up saying far more about Dan himself than anything else.
You brought up something that he said about his opponent, Randy Fine, who is Jewish. Dan Bilzerian had posted something about him and referred to him as that fat Jew.
How is that not anti-Semitic?
Well, he's a Jewish supremacist, and he puts Israel before America.
This fat Jew is anti-Semitic.
Yes.
Dan.
That's what you say, but how about every single time that he blasts
That's what I
Muslims?
know. I don't say it. I know it. I challenged him on it. You're anti-Semitic, Dan.
I'm not.
You are.
I have Jewish friends.
Oh, some of your best friends are Jewish?
But wait, cause it got worse when Dan was pinned down on which words he does consider offensive.
If you've got a black friend that you don't like, do you use the N-word on him?
No, I
Well,
don't.
then what's the difference when you use the word fat Jew for a Jew you don't like?
Well, is Jew the same as?
He actually said the word.
Which was shocking.
In any case, we also had Congressman Randy Fine on TMZ Live to get his take on Dan's comments.
It's clear that he simply doesn't like Jews.
On the other hand, Randy Fine has said some pretty horrible things about Muslims.
We need more Islamophobia, not less. Fear of Islam is rational.
Mass expulsion. Muslim leaders are terrorists. Starve away.
Well, look, I think you've taken a lot of different things and you've smushed them together. I don't know that you've provided the context for any of them.
In the meantime, what did people who saw our interview with Dan think of it?
In the comments, the tens of thousands of people who've commented aren't upset with him for using the word. They're upset with you, but for making the comparison between the N-word and fat Jew.
Welcome to America, folks.
Dan Bilzerian say that thing people say when someone calls them out on their horrible rhetoric. Us out of here.
People are too sensitive.
We read that Spencer Pratt is running for mayor.
So Lauren Conrad, Kristen Cavallari, and Stephen Colletti, they've been doing a ton of press for this Laguna Beach reunion coming up. At one point, Jenna Bush Hager asked the group, oh, what do you guys think of Spencer Pratt running for LA mayor? All 3 of them get super weird.
Would y'all vote for him?
Well, I'm not a resident of Los Angeles.
We're in Orange
Oh,
County.
look, that's a good.
I mean, I don't know. I think he's on to something. We'll see what happens.
And then they do like a follow-up question and they ask Lauren directly. They're like,
Lauren, have y'all peeled any past beef?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Sorry, you're asking me about people I haven't spoken to in decades. 40 years. Yeah.
So no, it is bad blood between these two. He has responded. Pretty sure LC would vote for me if she lived in LA and her kids had to walk over fentanyl zombies and human poop on their way to school. I'm just saying.
Why don't you run?
That would be a way of finishing it off, right?
That'd be a very cool final act.
Would you change all the city buses to TMZ buses?
Oh, kids had to ride a big red TMZ bus to school? Can you imagine like the mayor meetings though, the cabinet's like, so we got the mayor of Oxnard.
You don't care.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And now, the B in Cardi B must stand for back, because she's always going back to her exes.
Cardi B had a special guest at her Little Miss Drama tour stop in Washington, D.C., Stefon Diggs.
Yep, that's Cardi's baby daddy with his mom and brother dancing during Cardi's show.
Oh, this is so Offset 2.0. She always goes back.
Do you also think that grandma reached out for tickets and just didn't tell Cardi who they were for? That could be.
It's possible. Maybe Cardi never even knew he was there.
They were also seen leaving the club after the concert.
Here she is talking to him, so yeah, she knew he was there.
She can't quit. But you know what it is? She cuts people off too quickly, and then she realizes.
Well, no. Why did she always go back to Offset? He had that thing. Yeah. Stefon Diggs must have that thing, right?
Yes, he's got that certain je ne sais quoi. Je ne sais quoi means large penis, right?
A lot of guys have that thing.
Well, not all of us.
He has more of a that thing? But obviously Cardi was okay with it, and it looked like Stefon had a great time.
The video was highly inappropriate.
What?
Stefon Diggs and his mom, she's backing up on her son.
No, she's not. She did not back up on him.
That's his brother, though.
Victoria Beckham's like, get it, girl. Thanks, Cardi B. Good luck with whatever it is you're doing.
There are truly brighter days ahead because Ariana Grande she completed her album.
This is awesome.
I'm acting calmer than I am. I
know. I hear it in your voice that you're like holding it in.
She's my favorite artist of all time.
Well, this all started because she posted photos of her like in a studio, and so people were like, is this old? Because she's about to go on tour.
Oh, she's going on tour? Oh, I didn't know that.
It's just crazy because like fans back in like I think January were like asking her to come out with an album, and then she commented on a fan post saying like, I would need 2 brains to make that happen. And the tour starts in summer, so people think she's gonna, right when her first show happens, it might
release
come out
the
then.
album.
The way that this started, because you had to call into her hotline, and she teased the 8th album like a couple weeks ago.
Wait, you called her hotline?
I was boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground, calling Ariana Grande's hotline?
When does her tour start?
June.
Are you going?
Oh, I am. I am boots on the ground at the Ariana Grande concert.
I don't think you should say boots on the ground for this.
This album is going to annihilate civilization.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
All right, it's Taylor Swift out in New York City with her BFF, Ashley. And they're both wearing ivory silk outfits, which can only mean...
This is full confirmation. They're wedding shopping. I don't
Wait a minute, why would they go out wedding shopping?
She's not out shopping for wedding dresses. They come to her.
No, it's kind of fun to go out and do it.
Yeah, who wants a designer to come to you when you can rip a dress out of the hands of another lady at a David's bridal sample sale? Fun! But hold on, cuz...
Her toes are unpainted.
No way.
Easter egg. Bare toes.
Wait, what does bare toes mean?
OMG, bare toes means barefoot bride, which means Tay's getting married on a private island with no one but 3 dolphins and Selena Gomez, who likes kissing toes.
Upon a further investigation, they're painted.
Damn, really thought we nailed that one. Anyway, when's the big day?
They're saying in June.
Yeah, it'll have to be before the season.
This is gonna be the wedding of the year. It's gonna blow away the Bezos wedding from last year.
Yes, it will.
Bezos was such a display.
I mean, they invited the most famous people because they were famous, not because they had any connection.
She's not, Taylor's not gonna do that.
Why was Orlando Bloom there? Who the hell did he know?
Katy Perry.
Why was Katy Perry?
Yeah.
They went to space. They spent 13 minutes together in a time capsule or whatever.
It's just called a space capsule. A time capsule is if we left them up there for 30 years for future generations to open. Enjoy your wedding activities, Tay-Tay!
Your former co-star, Jean Smart, says that Harry Styles put on a better concert than the Beatles. She sat down with Alex Michelson for an interview promoting Hacks, the new season premiering this week, and she said the best concert she's ever been to.
Harry Styles.
Really?
Yeah. He puts on an amazing show.
Wow. She also says that she went to the Beatles concert when the Beatles were obviously touring.
You went to the Beatles?
Oh, she's saying Harry Styles is better than the Beatles?
I'm like, first of all, I was 12. I was in the nosebleed section. I could not see or hear anything.
Okay.
Did Jean Smart promote her show?
She did promote the show. She said it's the best season they've ever done, especially after the cuts they made.
Oh, are you gonna watch it tonight?
No.
Don't you want to see how they replaced you?
I was so sure this was going to happen.
You tend to overact,
I
especially
did
when you're
not
playing
overact.
yourself.
They asked me to change the tempo and things, and I did.
Oh, you know that's like a really bad sign.
No, it's not a bad sign.
You do this all the time. You were trying to do Quibi and you were interviewing the people. You were trying to get the host. You'd be like, okay, do it again, but this way. And then they would do it the same exact way, not your way. And then after 3 tries, you'd go, I think we got it. And then you'd walk away, not even out of earshot, and be like, they were terrible. Get rid of it.
Siobhan is just unleashing some feelings now. This doesn't have to do with Hacks anymore.
Harry Styles is better than the Beatles.
I did not say that.
Coming up.
Ivanka Trump was apparently unbothered by her father's threats to Iran. She was at Disneyland in Paris.
This is important and all, but what's the best Disneyland? Tokyo, Paris?
I never even been to Disney World.
You really do not need to go.
I want a bubble one.
TMZ, online and on your phone 24/7. Coming up.
Joey Fatone said there's no shot right now the NSYNC reunion tour could happen.
Why is Justin Timberlake not doing it at this point?
Be right back. Note to Walmart, you may want to order a bit more baby oil than usual, because Diddy could be getting out of prison and fairly soon. His case now being reviewed by a federal appeals court.
His lawyer, Alexandra Shapiro, her biggest argument is that she's saying the freak-offs that were recorded were amateur porn.
His team says these were sexual performances involving the use of costumes, role-play, and stage lighting, which were filmed so Combs and his girlfriends could watch this amateur pornography later, so it's all protected by the First Amendment and not a violation of the Mann Act, transporting someone across state lines for prostitution or illegal sex acts.
He's saying, I did this the way Vivid Entertainment would do a porn. If Vivid Entertainment flies some woman out from Las Vegas to have sex with some guy in the studio in Chatsworth.
That's so specific.
What is the difference between Diddy hiring some dude in Indiana to come out to New York?
Are you then saying that all prostitution is legal as long as you have a camera there?
If they are shooting this for pornographic purposes, it's no different than Vivid doing it for profit.
But the porn industry is highly regulated and is not considered prostitution. And the feds argue this dude's not a porn distributor. He did this for his own gratification and therefore did violate the Mann Act. Speaking of which, Diddy's lawyers say his sentence for that was way out of line.
He got sentenced to 50 months. What's the average?
15. And Diddy has served 19 months. They are saying that the reason the judge threw the book was he was considering all sorts of things, like force and coercion and the Cassie video.
But those were connected to the racketeering and sex trafficking charges, and the jury found him not guilty of those, so the defense argues they shouldn't be factors in the sentence. We'll see if the appellate court agrees.
Would he get like jail credit? Because he was in there for 19.
Devin, you think he gets one free Mann Act because he served 4 extra months?
If he commits another crime, they knock out 4 months immediately.
Can you do that?
No.
So, what happens next? Don't know. Stay tuned.
How close are we to, all of you? We know you want to do it.
Oh, good luck. I have no idea.
Joey Fatone said that there's no shot right now the NSYNC reunion tour could happen because of family and other things.
Hey, it's a tough thing to have all other 4 guys have a conversation to say, hey, are we going to do it or not? I can only speak for myself, but, again, you got 4 other guys that have families kids, other things, as you know.
Other things being that Justin Timberlake refuses to join them again.
Why is Justin Timberlake not doing it at this point?
He thinks that this is a huge step back for him and he won't admit it and he's gonna die on that hill.
Why is it so bad going back to NSYNC?
I know.
If I could go back to Celebrity Justice, I would go back to Celebrity Justice.
If the family from Famous and 12 called and said, come on, we want to do another show, Harv. We want to do a reunion?
I would say, are you still a virgin?
I like that you blamed the show being lame on the fact that a girl was a virgin and not your dumb antics to get them famous. You had them in bikinis on Coldwater Canyon trying to give a
Okay.
That was lame.
Okay.
Hopefully one day.
One day.
Donald Trump threatened to destroy the entire Iranian civilization, and some people were absolutely terrified that the lines at Disneyland Paris were gonna be too long. Right, Ivanka Trump, who was there with her kids at the same time as Trump's little I will end you thing?
Ivanka Trump was apparently unbothered by her father's threats. She was at Disneyland in Paris on the Finding Nemo ride, which seems kind of fun.
Yeah, who needs to find peace when you can find Nemo? But her Disney day does prove one thing.
She has completely distanced herself from the administration.
Or she knew that it wasn't a real threat.
Or was it?
It was one of the worst comments I have ever heard.
Sure. But did it actually scare you, though?
Oh, God, yes.
Did it? I feel like it's like you can't take what he says seriously.
We all went on with our lives that day also. You went to work that day.
I was terrified.
To be fair, he makes us all slightly scared to come into work every day. But still,
it was unhinged.
I would disagree as hard as I could that he is unstable. Maybe he got exactly what he wanted with a 2-week ceasefire.
That may be true, that it's brinksmanship, but it also could be true that he would do it if they didn't do it.
And now, as the threat of nuclear war hangs over us, there's one question we all have to ask ourselves.
What's the best Disneyland? Tokyo, Paris, California?
We were gonna say, are you prepared for the end of the world? But this is important too.
I never even been to Disney World.
Harvey, you have to go.
I want a bubble one.
Harvey. Oh my God.
Lindsey Graham would be proud. Can you believe Disneyland Paris still has Autopia? Au revoir, everyone!
Coming up.
So we got Frankie Muniz out in New York, and we asked him what it was like filming all of the episodes for the Malcolm in the Middle reboot, whilst also being a professional driver for NASCAR.
It was tough.
So we got Frankie Muniz out in New York. Obviously, the Malcolm in the Middle reboot, Life is Still Unfair, is coming out soon. And we asked him what it was like filming all of the episodes for that, whilst also being a professional driver for NASCAR.
God, I forgot about that. I don't think a NASCAR driver has ever promoted a TV show that they were on. I don't know.
Is he on the real NASCAR? Yeah, he was a real driver. So we asked him, like, what was that like? And he said that...
It was tough. We, instead of filming Monday through Friday, we filmed Sunday through Thursday. So I could fly Thursday, race Friday, fly back Saturday, keep filming.
We also asked him what it was like going back to acting after, taking such a hiatus.
My focus is racing, but obviously, like, I love being a part of Malcolm and would love to continue acting, but...
Do people, like, in NASCAR kind of scream, hey, Malcolm? Do they do that? I'm
Probably. I would assume so.
Is he any good at it?
He hasn't won a race yet.
So usually it finishes in the middle somewhere, or like the...
Malcolm in the Middle.
Coming up.
So Kendall from Love Island was actually set to be on the Unwell Winter Games, but missed his flight. And on the first episode, Alex Cooper, the host, she's like, we need another guy to come in. And the camera pans to the production team. Alex goes over, she's like, you're in the game, buddy, go suit up. We just found out that we don't have Kendall from Love Island, so we're down a guy. So Kendall from Love Island was actually set to be on the Unwell Winter Games, but missed his flight. The Unwell Winter Games is a show that Alex Cooper, the host of Call Her Daddy, has put on. And on the first episode, Alex is talking to the production team.
So we're down a guy.
Yeah. I think we literally need to pull someone for production. I don't know what else to do. And the camera pans to the production team and this super hot guy named Andrew. And so Alex goes over to Andrew and she's like, you're in the game, buddy, go suit up.
kidding me.
He's crushing it. He's looking good. We spoke to people close to Kendall. There's no bad blood between him and production.
Do they have to give him a raise? Can he still be paid as a production guy
That's
even
all
if he's...
you care about
that's the
is the pay.
Truth is, probably gets less.
Huh?
Probably gets less as a contestant.
That's true. They get like $8 grand for the whole season.
True.
Oh yeah. Are we all just contestants here now?
I'm in.